Awakening to your potential is the most profound step you can take in your journey towards self-realization. It is the moment you come into alignment with your highest self and recognize that everything you need to step into your power already exists within you. For far too long, many women have been conditioned to believe that their power is external, that it lies in the approval of others, and the validation from society or an external achievement. But the truth is, your true power resides in your own consciousness, in your mind, in your heart, waiting to be unlocked. Every human being has within them the infinite potential to be, do, and create beyond what they can imagine. The challenge, however, is that many of us live our lives unconsciously, unaware of the immense creative force we possess. We become distracted by the noise of the world, by the pressures to conform, by the limits we place on ourselves, and the beliefs that others impose upon us. We often live in the shadow of who we think we should be, rather than stepping fully into the woman we were always meant to become. To awaken to your potential is to begin to recognize that the limitations you've believed to be true are nothing more than the mind has been conditioned by the past, by experiences that no longer serve you, and by outdated beliefs that have shaped your reality. It is only when you begin to become aware of these patterns that you can begin to consciously break free from them. As you awaken, you begin to see that the stories you've been telling yourself are not the truth of who you are. These stories, shaped by old fears, insecurities, and judgments, do not define your true essence. You are not defined by the mistakes of the past or the challenges you've faced. You are not the result of the negative narratives others have imposed upon you. You are at your core a limitless being filled with potential, ready to tap into the infinite wellspring of power within. The awakening process requires you to stop looking outside yourself for validation or approval. It calls for a deep inner recognition that everything you need to succeed, to be fulfilled, and to live in alignment with your soul's purpose is already within you. Your potential has always been there, buried beneath layers of doubt, fear, and insecurity. But these layers can be shed. Every time you let go of an outdated belief, every time you release a fear that has held you back, you uncover more of the radiant, powerful woman you are meant to be. This awakening is not just an intellectual understanding. It is a felt experience. It is a shift in your energy, a transformation in how you view yourself in the world. It is when you begin to trust your inner wisdom, to listen to the quiet whispers of your soul, and to act from a place of alignment with your highest truth. As you awaken to your potential, you begin to see yourself not as a victim of circumstance, but as a creator of your reality. You realize that you have the ability to shape your life according to your desires, to create the future you envision, and to live with purpose and intention. True awakening comes with the understanding that potential is not something that needs to be found. It is something that is revealed. As you clear away the distractions, the old patterns, and the beliefs that limit you, the true power that lies dormant within you begins to surface. And this is when you start to experience the beauty of being fully alive, fully in tune with who you truly are. Awakening to your potential is a process, a journey of self-discovery, healing, and transformation. It doesn't happen overnight, but with each step, you move closer to the truth of your being. And in that space of alignment, you will find a sense of peace, fulfillment, and power that you may have never thought possible. The power of conscious choice is one of the most profound tools we have at our disposal. It is the ability to intentionally decide how we will respond to the circumstances of our lives, rather than merely reacting based on old programming or automatic responses. Every moment of every day, you are faced with choices. Small decisions that, when added together, create the life you live. Yet, so often we go through life without consciously considering the impact of these choices, allowing old habits, past experiences, and societal conditioning to guide our actions. To truly harness the power of conscious choice, it is essential to first recognize the immense influence that our choices have on our reality. Every thought, every word, every action carries with it a frequency that resonates throughout the universe. This frequency in turn shapes the world around us. The more consciously we choose, the more power we have to shift our lives and align with our highest potential. Our choices are not merely reactions to the events happening in our lives. They are statements of who we are and what we are becoming. Conscious choice is not about controlling every aspect of our lives, but rather about choosing how we show up in each moment. It is about recognizing that we are the creators of our experience, and that by shifting our internal state, our thoughts, beliefs, and feelings, we can influence the external circumstances that surround us. When you make a conscious choice, you are not being led by your past or by the limitations imposed on you by others. You are standing in your power, aligning your decisions with your highest truth, and trusting that every choice you make will bring you closer to the woman you are meant to be. This process begins with awareness. You must first become aware of the choices you are making, especially the unconscious ones. How often do you find yourself repeating old patterns, reacting out of fear, guilt, or anger, instead of responding from a place of clarity and intentionality? The truth is, much of what we do is driven by subconscious programs, habits that have been ingrained in us over time, often from childhood or past experiences. These automatic reactions may no longer serve us, yet we continue to follow them without even realizing it. To break free from these limiting patterns, you must begin to cultivate awareness in every moment. When you become aware of your thoughts, you realize that you are not your thoughts. You are the observer. You have the power to choose which thoughts you will engage with, which ones you will allow to dictate your actions. Similarly, when you become aware of your emotional responses, you realize that you are not your emotions. You are the one who can choose how to respond to them. You are not a slave to your feelings or thoughts. You are the master of them. Once you develop the awareness of your choices, the next step is to begin consciously making them. This is where true power lies. It is easy to make choices from a place of fear, limitation, or external pressure, but it is a conscious choice to make decisions from a place of love, possibility, and alignment with your soul's purpose. This requires you to tune into your inner guidance, to listen to the whispers of your heart, and to trust your intuition. It may mean stepping outside of your comfort zone, choosing the unknown instead of the familiar, and letting go of the need for external validation. Conscious choice also requires a level of responsibility. When you make a conscious choice, you take full responsibility for the outcome. This does not mean that you control every aspect of your life or that you can prevent challenges from arising. Life is a series of ebb and flow, but by making empowered choices, you align yourself with the energy of creation rather than the energy of victimhood. You become the creator of your own destiny, the architect of your reality. And as you take responsibility for your choices, you also take responsibility for the energy you put into the world. As you continue to make conscious choices, you begin to see the world around you shift. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, mirrors back to you the energy you emit. When you choose love over fear, possibility over limitation, clarity over confusion, you begin to attract more of that energy into your life. Your choices create a ripple effect that extends outward, impacting not just your life, but the lives of those around you. The more you choose consciously, the more you align with the flow of life, the more your life reflects your deepest desires and your highest potential. Conscious choice is the key to stepping into your power. It is the doorway through which you can move from a life of reaction to a life of creation. It is the recognition that you are not merely a product of your circumstances, but the creator of your circumstances. Every decision, no matter how small, shapes the direction of your life. The more you choose consciously, the more you align with your true purpose and the more you activate the infinite potential within you. This is your power, the power to choose. Stepping into your divine feminine is an invitation to embrace the fullest expression of your true essence, a calling to reconnect with the sacred energy that flows through you. This energy is not something that needs to be cultivated from the outside. It is already within you, waiting to be awakened. The divine feminine is the embodiment of intuition, creativity, compassion, nurturing, and wisdom. It is the force that allows you to connect deeply with yourself, others, and the world around you. For many, the divine feminine has been suppressed or ignored, dismissed as weak or inferior to the more dominant masculine energies that have been celebrated for centuries. But the divine feminine is not a force of fragility or passivity. It is powerful, dynamic, and life-giving. When you tap into this energy, you begin to recognize that the feminine is not only about being gentle or soft, it is about being rooted in your truth, trusting in your inner guidance, and aligning with your soul's purpose. It is the energy that knows how to create, how to nurture, and how to transform. The first step in stepping into your divine feminine is to honor and accept all aspects of yourself. The divine feminine does not demand perfection or conformity. It embraces the totality of who you are, recognizing both the light and the shadow, the strength and the vulnerability. To embody the divine feminine is to allow yourself to be fully human, to embrace all of your emotions, your desires, your dreams, and even your fears. This is not about rejecting parts of yourself. It is about accepting yourself as whole and complete with all of your complexities and contradictions. When you begin to embrace the divine feminine, you reconnect with the wisdom of your body. The body is a powerful vessel that holds the memory of all your experiences, both physical and emotional. Through your body, you access the deeper layers of your soul's wisdom. The divine feminine invites you to listen to your body's signals, to trust the rhythms of your intuition, and to honor the messages your body is constantly sending you. The more you tune into the wisdom of your body, the more you align with your natural flow and begin to make decisions that are in harmony with your true self. Stepping into your divine feminine also means embracing your innate creativity. The divine feminine is the energy of creation, not just in the sense of giving birth to new life, but in the broader sense of manifesting your visions, your dreams, and your desires into the world. This energy is deeply connected to the creative forces of the universe, and when you allow yourself to express this creativity, you tap into an abundant source of power. Whether through art, writing, music, or any form of self-expression, the divine feminine encourages you to bring your unique creations into the world, to allow your creativity to flow without inhibition or judgment. The divine feminine also invites you to practice compassion and nurturing, both for yourself and others. It is the energy that understands the power of gentleness, the ability to offer kindness, and the strength that comes from caring for others. But it also teaches the importance of self-care and self-love. You cannot give from an empty cup. And the divine feminine encourages you to replenish yourself, to nurture your own well-being, and to honor your needs. This is not about being self-centered. It is about recognizing that when you care for yourself, you are better able to show up for others. A vital aspect of stepping into your divine feminine is surrendering to the flow of life. The feminine energy is not about control or force. It is about allowing, receiving, and trusting the process. It invites you to release the need to control every aspect of your life and instead trust that the universe is guiding you. The divine feminine teaches you to be patient, to trust the timing of your life, and to surrender to the ebb and flow of existence. There is power in surrender, for it is in letting go of resistance that you allow the full force of the divine feminine to move through you. In stepping into the divine feminine, you begin to feel a deep connection to the world around you. You recognize the interconnectedness of all beings and the sacredness of life itself. The divine feminine helps you to see the beauty in the mundane, to find the divine in every moment, and to live in a way that is in harmony with nature. It is an invitation to live with grace, to trust the wisdom of your heart, and to align your actions with the highest good for all. As you step into your divine feminine, you begin to realize that this energy is not separate from you, but a part of your very being. It has always been there, waiting for you to remember. The more you embrace this energy, the more you come into alignment with your highest self, with your soul's purpose, and with the infinite potential that exists within you. This is the journey of stepping into your divine feminine, a journey of reclaiming your power, your wisdom, and your inherent worth as a woman. Reprogramming the mind and body is one of the most profound and empowering practices on the path to transformation. The mind and body are intricately connected, working together to shape your perception of the world and how you interact with it. They are a reflection of your inner state and have been programmed over the course of your life by your experiences, beliefs, and emotions. However, this programming is not fixed. And the good news is that it is possible to reprogram both your mind and your body to align with your highest potential. At the core of reprogramming is the recognition that your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs shape your reality. Most of us are unaware of the constant stream of thoughts that pass through our minds. These thoughts are often repetitive and based on old patterns that were formed from past experiences. When you are unaware of these thoughts, they control your life. You may find yourself reacting to situations in the same old way, feeling stuck in old patterns, or finding it difficult to break free from limiting beliefs. To truly reprogram your mind, you must first become aware of these patterns and beliefs. Once you recognize that these thoughts are not absolute truths, but rather conditioned responses, you can begin to change them. Reprogramming the mind requires intentional effort. It starts with a commitment to think differently, to challenge the old beliefs and thought patterns that no longer serve you. It means becoming the observer of your own thoughts rather than being controlled by them. When you begin to observe your thoughts without judgment, you create the space to shift them. Instead of automatically reacting with fear, doubt, or negativity, you begin to consciously choose thoughts that align with your highest truth. This process takes time and practice, but with each new thought, you create new neural pathways in the brain, rewiring it to reflect a higher, more expansive state of being. In addition to reprogramming your thoughts, it is equally important to reprogram your body. The body holds memory, both physical and emotional. Every experience you have ever had, every trauma, every joy, every sadness has been stored in your body. These memories are not just in your mind. They are stored in the cells, muscles, and tissues of your body. When you experience stress, fear, or anxiety, your body responds by activating certain physiological responses, such as an increased heart rate, shallow breathing, or tension. Over time, these responses become automatic, and you may find yourself living in a constant state of fight or flight, even when there is no immediate danger. This is where reprogramming the body becomes essential. Reprogramming the body involves becoming aware of how it responds to your thoughts and emotions. It requires you to notice the physical sensations that arise when you experience stress, fear, or anxiety. As you begin to connect with your body in this way, you can use various practices to release the tension and emotions that have become trapped. Techniques such as breath work, meditation, yoga, or even simple body awareness exercises help you release the stored emotions and bring the body back into a state of balance and relaxation. The body has an incredible capacity to heal and shift when given the proper tools and awareness. By consciously relaxing the body, you begin to reprogram it to respond differently to stress and emotional triggers. The process of reprogramming the mind and body also requires a shift in your emotional state. Your emotions are deeply tied to the thoughts you think and the beliefs you hold, but they also influence the way your body responds. For example, when you feel fear or anxiety, your body tenses up and you may experience discomfort. When you feel joy, peace, or love, your body relaxes and you experience a sense of lightness. To reprogram the body and mind, you must also begin to shift your emotional state. This can be done by consciously choosing to focus on emotions that align with your highest self, such as gratitude, compassion, and joy. The more you focus on these positive emotions, the more you train your mind and body to react from a place of balance, love, and peace. Another important aspect of reprogramming is visualization. Visualization is a powerful tool that allows you to see and feel the reality you wish to create. When you vividly imagine a new reality, your brain doesn't distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. This means that as you visualize your desired outcome, you are creating new neural pathways in your brain and sending new signals to your body. This process reinforces the new patterns of thought and behavior you wish to create. The more you visualize your desired reality, the more your mind and body begin to align with that vision, making it easier to manifest in the physical world. Reprogramming is not about forcing yourself to be something you are not. It is about peeling away the layers of conditioning and limiting beliefs that have kept you from fully embodying your true essence. It is a process of returning to your authentic self, aligning your mind and body with the wisdom of your soul. It requires patience, commitment, and a deep trust in the process. But as you reprogram your mind and body, you will begin to experience a profound transformation. You will feel more grounded, more present, and more connected to your true power. The life you desire will no longer feel out of reach because you will have shifted your internal landscape to match the external reality you are creating. Reprogramming your mind and body is the key to unlocking your highest potential and living the life you were always meant to live. Aligning with your soul's purpose is one of the most transformative and liberating experiences you can have. It is the act of coming into harmony with the deepest part of yourself, the essence of who you are and the reason you are here. Each of us has a unique purpose, a calling that is written into the fabric of our being, and it is only when we begin to align with this purpose that we step fully into our power. When you align with your soul's purpose, you stop living for external validation and start living from a place of inner knowing, fulfillment. The journey to alignment begins with self-awareness. In a world full of distractions, it is easy to lose sight of who you truly are and what you're here to do. For most of us, the noise of the outside world and the pressure to conform to societal expectations drown out the quiet voice within. But your soul's purpose is not something that can be found outside of you. It resides deep within, waiting for you to tune in, to listen, and to follow its guidance. This requires you to slow down, quiet your mind, and create the space to hear the whispers of your heart. One of the most powerful ways to align with your soul's purpose is through introspection. By looking within and examining your deepest desires, passions, and dreams, you begin to uncover clues about what your soul is calling you to do. This is not about following a prescribed path or doing what others expect of you. It is about getting in touch with your inner truth and understanding what truly lights you up. When you begin to follow the things that bring you joy, fulfillment, and passion, you start to move closer to your soul's purpose. Often the path to alignment requires releasing old beliefs and patterns that no longer serve you. The mind can be a powerful force, often filled with limiting thoughts and judgments that block your ability to see your true potential. These beliefs are formed from past experiences, societal conditioning, and fears about what might happen if you step into your true power. But in order to align with your soul's purpose, you must be willing to let go of these limiting beliefs and trust in the unknown. This means stepping outside your comfort zone and embracing the uncertainty that comes with following your soul's calling. It requires faith that the universe will support you when you make choices that are in alignment with your highest truth. Another crucial aspect of aligning with your soul's purpose is living authentically. When you are not aligned with your true purpose, life feels like a constant struggle. You may feel disconnected, unfulfilled, or stuck in a routine that doesn't bring you joy. But when you begin to live authentically, when you stop pretending to be someone you are not or living according to someone else's expectations, you create a powerful energetic shift. Living authentically means honoring your inner truth, expressing yourself without fear of judgment, and making choices that are in alignment with who you truly are. This is not always easy, especially in a world that often values conformity over individuality, but it is the key to unlocking your soul's purpose. In addition to authenticity, aligning with your soul's purpose requires you to be present. It is easy to become caught up in the past or the future, but your soul's purpose is always anchored in the present moment. When you are fully present, you are able to tune into the subtle guidance that comes from within. This presence allows you to see opportunities and signs that you might otherwise overlook, and it enables you to make decisions that are in alignment with your highest path. When you are present, you are also more open to receiving the support of the universe. Trusting that everything you need will be provided for you in the perfect timing allows you to relax into the flow of life, knowing that you are being guided every step of the way. Part of aligning with your soul's purpose is also about trusting your intuition. Your intuition is your soul's voice, and it speaks to you through feelings, gut instincts, and inner knowing. In our busy world, it's easy to dismiss these intuitive nudges in favor of logic or external advice. But when you learn to trust and follow your intuition, you begin to move in alignment with your soul's true desires. Your intuition will guide you toward people, places, and opportunities that support your soul's journey. It will lead you to take actions that align with your purpose, even when those actions feel uncomfortable or unfamiliar. The more you align with your soul's purpose, the more you begin to experience synchronicities and flow in your life. As you follow the path that is uniquely yours, you begin to see the universe conspiring in your favor. Things start to fall into place and doors open that you didn't even know existed. This is the power of alignment. The universe responds to the energy you put out. And when you are in alignment with your soul, everything starts to work together for your highest good. Aligning with your soul's purpose is not a one-time event. It is a lifelong journey. It is about continuously listening, evolving, and staying true to your inner guidance. As you move through life, your soul's purpose may unfold in new and unexpected ways. The key is to remain open, stay connected to your heart, and trust that you are always being guided toward what is best for you. Manifesting your dream reality is a powerful and transformative practice that begins with a deep understanding of the connection between your thoughts, emotions, and actions. The process of manifestation is not just about wishing for something and hoping it will come to you. It is about consciously aligning your mind, body, and energy with the vision of the life you desire. At its core, manifestation is the art of creating your reality from the inside out. It requires you to take full responsibility for the energy you put into the world and to trust that you are capable of creating the life you truly desire. To manifest your dream reality, the first step is to become clear about what you want. This may seem obvious, but often people are not fully clear on their desires. They may have vague ideas about what they want, but lack the clarity needed to focus their energy in a specific direction. Manifestation requires you to have a crystal clear vision of your desired outcome. This vision should be as specific as possible. How do you want to feel? What do you want to experience? And what kind of life do you want to live? The more detailed and vivid your vision, the easier it will be to align with it. Once you have a clear vision, it is essential to align your thoughts and emotions with that vision. This means thinking and feeling as if what you desire has already manifested in your life. The power of manifestation lies in your ability to embody the energy of your desires before they physically materialize. When you hold the feeling of already having what you want, whether it is joy, abundance, success, or love, you are sending out a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive it. The universe responds to the frequency you emit, and when your thoughts and emotions are in alignment with your desires, you are vibrationally matched to the reality you wish to create. One of the most powerful tools for manifesting is visualization. Visualization allows you to vividly imagine the life you want to create as if it is already happening. When you close your eyes and visualize your dream reality, you are communicating with your subconscious mind, which does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. By regularly visualizing your desires, you begin to program your subconscious to believe that your dream reality is possible and that you deserve it. This, in turn, influences your actions and decisions, helping to bring your dreams into the physical realm